he always bites down too far and then bites your hand. Give me it. Give me it. Give me it. Give me. Just. Oh, keep it then. Anyway, hello. I want to tackle the topic here today. A topic that I've been. All right. I'm sorry. He's gonna keep nudging me till I play with him again. All right. Ow. Oh, those fucking claws. Ow. Oh, shit. You're lucky. You're so cute, new dog. This is a topic that I've wanted to cover for a long time, and there's a story in the news. I ripped my hand open. There's a story that was in the news earlier this week that came out of Arizona. Hit! Go fetch. Go get it. About a 92-year-old lady that was involved in a hit-and-run accident with a jogger that she failed to yield to, failed to give any sort of attention to, failed to call the police or anything like that once she hit this person. And she's citing having an explosive bout of diarrhea as her defense. I'll leave a link in the video description because it's going to go over a lot more detail than I could go into detail here today. And this, of course, reading this story brought me into the topic of new dogs preparing to fight with the vacuum cleaner. This could get gruesome. This made me think about the topic of elderly people and their driving rights. I'm just going to stick with my home country here of America. And what should be done about what I consider to be a very, very serious, concerning issue. Because, you know, this is something that's been talked about before, and it's, you know, been like, you know, oh, what should we do? And nothing really gets done that, you know, seriously either inhibits or changes the way of how things are for elderly people and their driving rights in this country. And it's gotten to the point that this instance, where this 92-year-old lady hits a jogger, flees the scene of the accident, and she's saying she had an explosive bout of diarrhea, and she was, you know, trying to get to someplace. She'd go to the bathroom, and she gets to a grocery store, has her shit fit there, and then goes shopping. Now, she's claiming in the interview that you can see in the article and the statement she gave to the police that, you know, she's not the type of person that would hit and run. The only reason why she fled the scene is because she had a severe bout of diarrhea. So if her concern was, like, you know, overwhelming or immediate and that's not the type of person she was, why the fuck would she go shopping in that grocery store? Now, I know and you know and everyone else that knows, looking at this story from the way in, is that simply that this lady is just elderly and does not have all her sense about her. I mean, that may sound too harsh or whatever you want to say. I don't care. The point is, this lady, being of sound mind and functioning body of her vehicle, hit and ran on someone and then is going to just say, oh, yeah, I was really concerned, but I, you know, went to the grocery store, I shat, and then I went shopping. I mean, what is it going to take? Is it going to take some lady, like this 92-year-old lady, mowing down, like, you know, 10-plus kids waiting at the bus stop someday before we really start changing things? Now, I know, I'm all for personal freedom and liberties in this country, and that's one of the things that makes this country so great, and also inhibits it in many ways, but that's a whole different discussion. But it gets to the point of, should we really seriously ask ourselves, before it's too late, before that innocent group of kids gets mowed down, and actually there has been a number of innocent people that have been mowed down to the point of death by an elderly person that simply just didn't have their wits about them enough to drive or whatever, didn't have enough sense or reaction time. Now, you can understand it in a case of someone getting drugged up or drunk or just being a really young, inexperienced driver. I mean, experience obviously isn't an issue if you're a 92-year-old vehicle operator, unless you got your driver's license when you're 92. I'm going to go on a limb and seriously doubt that that's the case. I don't know. I mean, I've been to retirement areas of Florida and drove on highways down there, and it's not pretty. people driving significantly under the speed limit, people just, you know, just not turning correctly and shit like that. And I know it doesn't matter. Every age group does it and yada, yada, yada. I get that. But, oh, okay, all right. You want to stick up for the old people? I got it. Okay, I'm sorry. It's a touchy subject with you, new dog. I understand. Now, I get that anyone could hit and run a jogger at an intersection or something like that, no matter what age you are, what gender, what race, what minority, ethnic group, blah, 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 blah. I get all that. But when you see something to this level, I would love for someone out there to say that, oh yeah, here was a hit and run accident that the person is claiming that's not deliberate because they're blaming the fact they had diarrhea. And not only were they claiming to be concerned, but they went out and went shopping after they hit the person. I mean, come on, people. I just... I don't know. I just think it's gotten to the point where it's like, let's... I mean, what can you do? That's what I'm basically saying is, what can you do? Can you create an arbitrary age where, you know, you can't own a license after the age of 80? Can you constitutionally do anything? I don't necessarily think you can. But it's got to get to the point where the federal government's got to come in and, you know, I'm one to say, you know, the federal government needs to just keep their noses out of people's business, but some sort of mandated proficiency test needs to be given to you once you get to a certain fucking age. This 92-year-old person hit and ran, claims they had diarrhea, and then went shopping, but they were concerned. They were concerned about what they did. Fuck that noise. Fuck that, man. I mean, come on. Again, what is it going to take? One of these 92-year-old people, like the person that was in this hit-and-run accident from last week in Arizona, is it going to take them running over a group of school kids or at a crosswalk walking into a school? She's also cited for going over the speed limit, I do believe, or failure to slow down at an intersection, something like that. I forget. It's all in the link in the video description. I don't know. I see shit like this and it, you know, it hits home to me because I'm a jogger and I'm just like, you know, I run on public roads all the time. You know, I assume that the people on the road, you know, are having, you know, sound mind and judgment. Then again, you know, someone could be drunk driving, someone could be doing illicit drugs and driving, etc., etc. But you know what? I'd be pretty fucking pissed off if some sound mind and body elderly person hit and ran and the only reason why they got into that hit and run accident is because they simply didn't have good enough reaction or awareness of the world around them that led to the accident. What do you think, new dog? Should old people be allowed to drive? Wag your tail if you think no. He said no. Anyway, I don't know what could be done. Like, what could be done legally? Could the government say, like, yeah, 60 years old, you need to start passing proficiency tests? I know some states do this, but it's got to get to the point where, man, it shouldn't be to the point where a 92-year-old person of sound mind and body that, you know, wasn't, you know, completely inebriated from alcohol or anything like that we know of, that the officers could detect, like, they didn't have to give her a field sobriety test or something when the officer went to her door. By the way, someone followed her after the hit-and-run accident, so, you know, I'm sure they would have said, oh, they were driving erratically and, you know, swaying in and out of traffic. Anyway, I don't know. Something's got to be done is what I'm getting at. Something has to be done. Because, again, you want that corner kids ran over, and there has been instances of people getting run over by elderly people. Fuck. I guess I'm just an old person hater, and that's what I'm going to get labeled as. Anyways, everyone, have a good day, better tomorrow. New dog, release! He responds to release. Is there anything else you want to tell the viewing audience at home? You don't get much camera time lately. What do you want to tell everyone? You want to burp for everyone? You like to burp a lot. Come on, burp the baby. Burp the baby. He's like, why are you doing that? He bit me. He bit me. He bit me for trying to burp him. That's gratitude for you. Everyone, have a good day, better tomorrow, and if you're jogging, watch out for those 92-year-olds, because they will run your ass over and then go to the grocery store to take a shit and then buy dinner rolls. Links in the video description, people read it, because it's unbelievable. Have a great day, everyone.